Hello guys, and welcome to another Daily Waves on Cryptos. Today I have taken the decision, since it's been long waited, and last time I've just checked, actually I did an analysis on the particular cryptocurrency back on June 8th, so a month and a half I would say. It's time to revisit XRP, Ripple. Okay, it's moving exactly as we expected, at least in the short term. However, the medium/long term, I would say, there's been some variations. We're going to have a quick look at the main scenario as well as the alternative, which used to be the main in the past, and I will tell you why I've made that change, despite the fact that the structure is not really looking, you know, something like we would usually see in Elliott waves, but it does look something that we can expect in cryptocurrency markets, because they are, as you well know, way less liquid than the traditional markets. And we need to take into consideration that we're not trading the traditional markets and liquidity is a thing. Before we go into the analysis, guys, do note that none of this constitutes investment advice. This is just my opinion, and the purpose is mainly educational to help you create an edge or have some professional view in your books, at least before you make a decision to, well, a wrong decision, I would just simply say. So without further ado, let's go into the video where I'm going to look for XRP against the dollar using Elliott waves. Okay guys, we are back on the charts and we're looking at the daily chart of XRP here, and I will tell you why we're looking at the daily first, because I want to show you what are my long-term targets. As you will remember, we're looking at the log chart as always. We've done wave 3 and 4 down here at the like 11 cents or so, and since then we've done an impulsive move to the upside, okay, with a triangle over here that does take wave 4 indeed above wave 1, which means it remains impulsive, and we've actually completed wave 1 up at around the 61.8 Fibonacci extension of waves, actually from the start, from pretty much 0 all the way up to 3 and down to wave 4. And before, guys, before I was looking at this as an ABC over here, and we were looking at this being a wave 1 of an ending diagonal, 2, 3 of an ending diagonal, 4 an expected 5 of an ending diagonal, then a big drop to the downside for supposedly wave 2, wave 5 would finish here, then we'll get 2, and then we'll continue up in cycle wave 3. Now, why have I changed my mind is because I noticed something, okay, and I'm more into leaning towards the structure that this is an impulse to the upside, since our wave 4 here ends above wave 1. It's because I've unrealized that, guys, wave 3, primary wave 3, cycle wave 3 over here, it did a 55x compared to wave 1, okay? And if we want to take a little bit of this guideline that usually waves 3 and 5 are both extended in the cryptocurrency markets, because this is the case, then I would prefer to see that unraveling on to the upside with an impulsive binary rather than an ending diagonal, because the ending diagonal will probably finish just a bit higher than lower than the impulse move. That's why, of course, impulses are not corrections, right? So this is the reason, okay? This is the reason. The only thing that really makes me think that we might remain on this sort of pattern as an ending diagonal is the fact that this can also be seen as a WX. Well, actually I would say that X would be here, and then that would be a Y, okay? And so W would have W, we would have X, and we would have Y over here. X will be just a WX and Y over here, and wave Y would be a triangle. Okay, it would be ABC, yeah. ABC, 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 and ABC. That will be wave Y over here. That means that will be an ABC, okay? Because obviously it's most likely to be the case if we assume that this part over here belongs to a correction rather than an impulse. That's the only thing that keeps still making me think that it might be indeed an ending diagonal. In either case though, guys, the short term is looking exactly as we saw back on June 8, okay? Before we go there though, just pay attention to this. The 61.8 is at 2.24, and this is my wave 1, primary wave 1 in wave 5, right? Which means that wave 3 of this impulse is expected to be at least, okay, at least 100% of that, which ideally would brings us to the around 1.32 or something, okay, because this is the duplication of that. But because we are in crypto and we are in wave 5, we're expected to go higher than that. Now, the 1618 is just a guideline, guys, and it's expected to bring us at 5.7. And adding one to that, okay, then that's going to get us to 9.15. And again, it's just a guideline. It's not a level that I'll be looking to buy or sell. Sell pretty much here, but it really depends on how this is going to, after the correction is in, of course, going to develop to the upside, because we will know when wave 3 is in, when we see a clear 5-wave move. So if wave 3 is in at 5.7, then most likely wave 4 is going to go lower down to the 100 Fibonacci extension. Is going to be between those two levels, right, at 3.7, 3.8 or whatever. And from there, we're going to shoot higher up, and perhaps a target that can be the 2.618 Fibonacci extension of this move to the upside, okay? We still have time for that. So I'm not really going to be worrying too much about where we're going to go in the medium and long term, but this is a very reasonable target. Let's take the 5.7 first and then the 9.15. Now, on the downside, we talked about this being an A, B, and a C, right? And I said that we're going to expect a move to the downside, okay? And this is exactly what happened. I was expecting an ABC here, and we said that this is not a triangle, and it's not a triangle. And we saw wave 1 done here, wave 2 done here, wave 3 done here, wave 4 done here now in this wave 5. And you see again, wave 5 is the extended one, and I'm expecting I'm expecting that impulse to continue lower down with wave 3, then 4, and then 5, okay? So what I'm pretty much saying, guys, is that we are in the 5th wave of C of 2, right? And we've done 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? And we're expecting 5 waves to the downside to complete this degree, okay? With that said, though, we've done 1 and 2, and currently we are moving down impulsively to do 3. Then we get 4 and then 5. My target is at 40 cents, because 40 cents, it is the 100 Fibonacci extension of waves from the beginning. I will say, well, 0 down to 3 and then up to 4, which takes the full, the 2 full impulses and the 2 full corrections of this motive wave to the downside. So that's the 40 cents, guys, the 40 cents. Now, if we go a little bit closer, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to spot a little bit clearer to what exactly I'm talking about. So we've got leading diagonal 2, that's my 3 impulsive ABC, and that's again 1, and that's my 2, yeah, that's my 3, that's my 4, and now again we do this as 1, that's a leading diagonal, that's the 2, and we're looking for an impulse to downside in wave 3, then we're going to get 4 and then 5, and I'm looking at 40 cents, as I said again. That doesn't necessarily mean we're going to get there. Definitely we might get there, we might not get there, we might go a little bit lower, but in case we break the 40, then I will be looking for the bounce at the ascending channel, okay? And this channel, guys, is connecting primary cycle waves 2, 3, and 4. So we're looking at the base channel over here rather than the acceleration channel. Once this low is in, we can draw the acceleration channel. We take into account, well, wave 2 and 3, okay? Should, of course, this be an impulse to the upside. Of course, we can, in the shorter term, also draw the base channel for waves 1 and 2, depending on where our wave 2 is going to end. But if it's going to be around the 40 cents, then just to give you an idea, well, we're starting from down here, so we will do something like this, and let's assume we finish at 40, and then we'll go all the way up to wave, all the way up to wave 1, okay, and we will be able to draw and project new levels that are going to meet this sort of channel up here, okay, and I will be looking, as I said, at 5.7 and then at 9 point something, whatever that was. Until then, there is still, of course, a lot of time to take into consideration, a lot of things that we need to take into account as well. And don't forget, we always need to look at BTC, because without the BTC, guys, it's like we are driving with our eyes closed. Okay, so this will be a short video for Ripple today, and sorry, I'm not really taking much time to do this, but I think this is enough information for you, and I'm pretty sure you would appreciate the fact that, you know, there is more frequent videos coming out. So as I said before, none of this financial advice. If you do like the video, click the like button, subscribe, turn notifications on, and leave your comments should you wish so. Thanks again, guys, and we'll speak soon.